What if you can go to one website and have access to 20 plus different AI tools all in one location? That's what we're looking at today. They offer some really cool tools, and I'm going to show you that throughout this video as we go along. So enough talking, let's get trying. First tool I want to show you is this restore old photos with AI tool. So I went to Google, I found this photo, and this is the photo we're going to try. So you can see this is going to use 2 credits. So we're going to click that, and I've been playing around with this a fair amount, and the generations of most things on the website is fairly fast. One of the things that is slow is video generation, but the quality is pretty good. So anyway, we can compare and we can see before and after. So this is the before, this is the after. You can see it's cleaned up some of the grain. It looks a little bit better. We can also do this, remove scratches and creases. So right now what's happening is it is recognizing all the creases, and you can see it's highlighted all of them for us. So now we can actually just hit generate. I remember back in the day having to use Photoshop, trying to like tweak things to maximize how it looks, to bring the image back to life and make it look better. It's kind of wild. We can use an AI tool nowadays to make this stuff happen, and it happens really quickly. So let me show you. Again, we have our before and now our after. That is like a night and day difference. So it's cleaned up the photo tremendously. And again, this was just a random photo I found online, and I was able to do all of this stuff. I'm gonna try one other photo here. So this time around, we have a black and white image of this tree. If you notice, there's this colorizer as well. So I'm just going to shut off these ones here. We're going to just keep on the AI photo colorizer, and we're going to hit generate. So now the image is going to get some color. And you can see that is wild. So let me actually just move it over so you can see it a little bit better. But we're going to do a comparison. Look at this, before, after. And the colors on this are incredible. So you can see the tree has texture. It's not just one solid color. It actually textured through. We have the sunset in the back, which gradually goes to darker. And we also have all the grass. So as a colorizer tool, really, really cool. We can take an old photo, get rid of all the crease lines, and then add color to it all in one tool. And I gotta say, it works really, really well. The next tool I wanna show you is a way to extend images using AI. So of course, we're gonna use AI Dana. And if you don't know, AI Dana is my wife, just the AI version of her. And I tend to use this image in most videos. And you know that if you subscribed, and you should totally do that now because it is completely free. Now, with that said, we can decide how big she is on the screen. We can select the ratio. We can say, hey, we want her to be like this, so it's going to probably extend more of her body. We can have it more like this. There is a lot of different options. So we're going to kind of like scale her down, and I want to really see what it can do. How much of her body will it fill in where it looks normal or natural? We're going to do 4 images to have it generate 4 images of AI Dana, and we're going to see how well it comes out. And again, this is what the image is of AI Dana. So you can see it is cut just below her neck. That's where the image ends. Here is our first version of AI Dana extended. So we can see her arms are crossed. She's kind of sitting back. The one arm extends into the other, and it looks a little weird. You can see where my cursor is. It doesn't look natural. Let's see what the other ones look like. Hopefully they are better. So we can see the background is off just a little bit. It doesn't look fantastic. We also have this one here, which again, not great. I'm not getting great results with this. Thankfully, the 4th image is pretty good. So there is AI Dana extended. You can still see a bit of the lines here that aren't perfectly aligned. You can kind of see the image in the background, but nonetheless, I think this version here is pretty solid. That's a pretty good generation of an extended image, which is pretty difficult with a human. You'll also notice that it has this make video now button. So because all the AI tools are together in one website, they have integrated some of them where you can actually like jump and say, hey, we're going to take this image and integrate it into a video. They have a face swap feature. This is our image that we are going to use, and this is the face we're going to put on top of the image, and then it's going to combine the two. So you can actually see the before and the after. The eyebrows change a little bit, the eyes, the nose, and the lips. Does this look like AI Dana? you let me know in the comments below if it's done a good job on the face change. I'm going to put on top. So I am going to be in a suit and tie shortly, and this is the image I gave it of myself. So again, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. So that is apparently me, and this is the original. So does that look like me? Let me know in the comments below. They also have a tool that you can remove unwanted objects using AI. We have a photo of Dana. As you can see, she's holding something that says, "I love you from my head to tomatoes." And just good play on words. So there's this auto selection tool with it enabled. You can actually see we can just like click Dana. We can click any object in the back. So it detects this whole door is together. It's one piece. Actually just select this and we can have it removed. There's also this draw tool. So we can like manually draw just the little things that it's missing. We can say, hey, we want to remove all this. I gotta say, this is actually pretty good. I mean, she still has her hands up because that's the position she was in. So she's holding basically nothing. Her body is there-ish. I mean, her arms look pretty good. So let's do a comparison. So you can see the before and the after. She is very muscular. She's gained muscle. But you can see her arms kind of match. You can kind of see, look where my cursor is. You can see here, like her arms actually flow well. It's done a decent job considering how hard this task was. I have another example here for you where you can see there's a bunch of people in the middle of the ocean with surfboards. And in this example here, I want to remove them. So you can actually see it does a pretty good job at removing them. It looks mostly just like a bunch of water. Up next, we have this one here, which allows us to transform our photos into AI artwork. So we're going to use a photo of Joey, and it says describe the image briefly to get more accurate results. So we have a dog sitting down, a water bowl behind him, right? Pretty solid. We'll see what we can do. So you can see all the different options we have here. So now we can turn it into a watercolor painting, a picture book. We can turn it into something 3D, or we can just kind of like stylize it. And let's start with a cyberpunk photo, the original here, and you can see what it did to him. So it has a streak of blue here. I don't know where that came from. It has the browns and the whites, and it's really pulling it out. We have the bowl in the back. It looks okay-ish. I don't know the blues. I think it's too heavy on the blues, but it looks pretty decent. That's cyberpunk. There is another version. I think this version looks substantially better. So again, the before, the after, it's kind of like zoomed in a little bit or cropped it a little bit. And Joey looks further down, or his head's like drooped down a little bit, but it looks pretty good. Let's try one more. This time we're going to try a pencil sketch. This is our first pencil sketch, and it does look like a pencil sketch, just not what I was expecting. I thought it'd be more like black and white, but check this out. We got this one here, the original, the new version. This looks amazing. They have this tool here, which turns your image into a 3D art. So you can see these images here, and if I highlight over, you can actually see how it looks. So it looks more 3D. We're processing an image that I'm uploading, and this time we're uploading a AI generated parrot that I created. So we're going to let that process, and then we can play around with how it looks. So you can see here, it is panning around the parrot, but there are so many options here. So we can decide, you know, do we want to go in a circle or perspective? Which direction? How intense? Do we want it to dolly? Hey, how fast does this go? What's happening? So you can actually create a pretty cool clip. Now, here's the really cool part. We're going to hit export, and now we can decide our quality. And this is 1080p. It's going to use 3 of our credits, and I hit export, and watch how fast this is. Done. This one is cool as well. They have a tool for AI auto subtitles. So what happens here is you can upload a video and it will automatically create or add subtitles for you. So let's try this one. We can select our text. So let's pick this one here, and it's 2 credits per minute. It is finished, and on the left here, we can see the transcript that it came up with. And if we hit play, we can actually see the auto subtitles go on top, and they're highlighting yellow as I am talking and saying each word. So this works extremely well, and this is probably a tool I'm going to use going forward for my YouTube shorts. This one here, which is to automatically remove video backgrounds using AI, and I have not tried this one yet, so let's do this together. And unknown errors. So bear with me while I try this. So I couldn't get the auto remover to work. Let's try the custom one. So I guess I just have to click an object. So retain objects. I can click myself, now I'm there, and now we can hit remove. Will this work? I don't know if this tool is broken. Either way, I'm going to leave this in here so you guys can see. I couldn't get the auto remover to work. I tried with a bunch of different clips, longer, shorter, like super short, like 2-second clips, just didn't work. Let's see what the auto one, or the custom one, does rather. Done, and you can see the background is transparent. My hand covers over top and it disappears my whole face. But I want to do like overlays with whatever, and if you notice, I have like a little overlay with me holding a sign telling you to subscribe. I thought it was kind of funny, but this tool will make creating those overlays much easier than my current process, which is getting out my green screen, recording, and everything else. So another useful tool. There is this thing here where we have reference music. So this is going to be music that you reference. So this is more like the background and the style of the song. For this attempt, we're going to use the same song I use on the outro, which tells you about like AI apps, tools, so on and so forth. Now we have a reference voice. So this is the singing that you will hear, and they have all these like try samples that we can use, and it will automatically use that voice instead, so you don't have to really upload. And you can do the same for your reference music as well. So let's go back, let's use the monster one. I don't know what it sounds like. It could be kind of fun. So we're going to use monster, and our lyrics will just be, if you are enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe to stay connected to the AI world. And now we can hit generate and it will make our song for us. The best quality possible. I'm going to show you the original song and a little snippet of it.
Step into the world where AI thrives. Tools and prompts to light up your lives.
And here is the new version that this model just created using the same reference music and with the monster voice.
If you are enjoying all this AI content, don't forget to subscribe to stay connected to the AI world.
The last tool I want to show you is a text to video tool that they offer. So here we have a UFO flies away from Mars with its moons closely visible against a thin atmosphere. Pretty good. Where it excels and where this tool is really good is through its image to video. So let me show you. Of a guy walking through a forest on a path. The forest has all this red in the background, and our prompt was a person walking away from the camera. So you can actually see the person walking away. It looks very, very good. This looks awesome. The camera's panning perfectly. You can see the physics of the guy walking. His shoes are going up. He's kind of like wobbling back and forth. It looks fantastic. I know I said the last one would be the last AI tool I show you, but this is actually really cool, and I'm going to do it relatively quick. So we have a prompt here, a superhero in an iconic pose, full body, movie character, blueprint style, with annotations and dimensions, white background, rough black and white line drawings, red and black fill, highly detailed 4K. So we can select a style. You can see all the different styles here. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to hit no style, and there are 3 options: fast, pro, and ultra. I'm going to show you all 3 so you can decide what is the best, and we can do the ratio as well. So we're going to generate 2 images using the fast model, and you can see what it looks like. Here are our 2 fast model images. We're going to do the same thing for Pro. The Pro version added a lot more detail. So you can actually see on this one here, we're starting to get the lines in the back and the red and the black. So it's doing a pretty good job at following the prompt, and it does look better than the fast model. Ultra is, so you can see here, we asked for, if you remember, the blueprint style design. And here it is. Look at the blueprint style design going on both sides of our character, of our superhero. So I think this is a really cool text to image model because it actually has like these 3 options, and you can substantially see the difference between all 3 with our single prompt. Does this tool stack up against other AI tools? I think that having all these different AI tools in one location is absolutely fantastic. A lot of these tools are at par or maybe slightly above. Some are slightly below the standard of what you can get elsewhere. None of them are like spectacular where it's going to blow everything else out of the water. However, the fact that it's all bundled in one location, you're able to do all these different things in one spot. You buy credits in one location, and you can create like full media, full AI content. Seems like they're pretty active at adding new features and updating their website. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. That just tells the algorithm you enjoy this content, you want to see more of it. And if you like AI content and you want to see more of it, don't forget to subscribe, because the AI world is advancing so quickly. So just a great way to stay up to date about whatever is happening in the AI world. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Click, our site's the magic, it's really that quick. AI tools, AI news, AI prompts you can use. It's all for free, just come and see at FranklinA.com, where you're meant to be.